Hi, I'm Cecily Kavanaugh, and I'm a member at Holy Trinity Lutheran Church here in Lafayette, Indiana. I would like to tell you about my congregation and a plan to restore our church buildings so that we can better serve our community. Restore to Serve is a campaign that gives us an inviting and useful building both today and in the future. Holy Trinity Lutheran Church has been inviting people to have faith in Jesus Christ and has been helping them live and serve in His name for more than a century. Holy Trinity Lutheran Church was founded in 1898 and worshiped in downtown Lafayette. In 1963, we built this building up here on the hill. This building has served us well, but it's time for some upgrades. Our roof leaks! We had to borrow money to fix leaks in the basement. We need to pay that money back. I know how to get to Holy Trinity, but first-time visitors often miss us and drive right by. New signs would be really helpful. We have plenty of parking, but the dirt turns to mud every time it rains. At night, it's hard to see where you're going. We could really use some new lighting. These windows are old and leaky. We need to be more energy efficient. Technology has changed the way we do worship. We need an upgrade in the lighting and sound systems.
Hi, I'm Rob Morgan, Property Committee Chairman, and I'm here to show you a few things we would like to address with the Restore to Serve campaign. One of the first things we would like to look at is this front door. As you can see, it's solid. We'd like to replace it with a glass door so that it can let the light in and you can see people coming in as you're going out. Here we are in a storage room in the basement under the sidewalk on the south side of the building. Next, the south entrance door is right here. We have the beams up here that reinforce that are steel reinforced, and they hold the sidewalk up and the ceiling to this storage room. What has happened is water has leaked in through here and has caused some deterioration. What we want to do is replace all this and put a new structure up that will reinforce this and hold the ceiling up, and we'll have a new sidewalk and steps coming in on the south side. Come on with me, let's go to the boiler room. In here we have the beast, the big boiler here. It's very inefficient, high cost, and very high maintenance on this. What we would like to do is replace this big thing with a more modern update boiler that's got higher efficiency and better controls. Here we are in the sacristy looking out to the north side of the windows here, and you can see that these are double paned windows that are now leaking and have a lot of debris in between the windows. What we want to do with this is replace all these with a high efficiency double paned window, and then we won't have to be painting because they'd be vinyl. And we want to redo the steps and the railing outside these doors so they can be used also.
While bricks and mortar are important, it's the people that really matter. We want to upgrade our facilities so that we can continue to minister to people in our community. But the real blessing of God's amazing grace is in the story of God's people in this place.
I've seen an excitement and a renewal in some people in their faith walk. More than just they're thinking about, gee, we're going to have a new parking lot. It's the fact that they have been talking about what this means to them as a Christian, what it means to them in terms of their relationship with Christ.
I had a horrible divorce, and that took me from what I thought was a very vibrant, active relationship with Jesus to a much more difficult place. And if it weren't for this group of people in this place, the love they expressed to me, I'm not sure where I would be. So the Restored to Serve is very personal, and I look at it as a way that I'm restored to serve Jesus again.
People have stood by me through 2 cancer bouts. They have supported my family They've supported my husband and I with meals, with prayers, with cards. And I cannot put into words the gratefulness I have for those people and their constant support. And in times when I still get down, I still pull out those cards and reread them, and they boost my spirits.
I love Holy Trinity because of the people. And I especially remember when our son died. He was 10 years old and was killed in an accident. And the people were just so wonderful. It still brings tears to my eyes. They were so good to us. And I think it really helps make you realize what a church is about. I just feel that we need that Lutheran influence in our communities still.
I recently became a member of this church, and I was very touched when I was asked to be, because I've worked in many different churches and many different denominations, and no other church had ever asked me to be a member. So when I was asked, I was very, very touched, and this has really become my home. I have thought for years that this church has tremendous potential, and this Restored to Serve campaign, I'm very excited about it. I have thought for years that this church has tremendous potential if it just got headed in the right direction and we had the right people in the leadership, and I think we do now.
Holy Trinity is the people. It's always been about that. When our son was diagnosed at age 2 with autism, the church very much supported us. And then I was very blessed because he just progressed by leaps and bounds and was in school then, that I was able to work here in the office, I know. And that's just been such a blessing for my family.
We're raising a great-grandchild, Selena. Everybody at church knows Selena. So that keeps us very, very busy with, and keeping her focused into church and learning what it's all about. They have really helped us get through this situation with Selena because they've helped us a lot.
Here's Selena. Nowhere to go. And it was very, very clear to me, and I think to Bonnie, that something needed to be done, and this was a step in the direction that Christ would want us to go.
You know, we're hoping to build her future, to show her the church, and to know what it's all about, and when right and what's wrong.
The church is nothing but brick and mortar, but it's more than that. It's a relationship building experience that we go through, that giving our faith that leads us to be Christ's servants. We have so many blessings and gifts that we just can't count. I think it's time that we put our faith to work and open up our pocketbooks. Let's face it, this is what it's all about, is giving generously out of the gifts that we already have.
It's about sharing the good news of Jesus. And I think that's why people are energized. They sense that. I think God blesses that.
We have gotten to be more of a church that's more interested in reaching out. And I think that can only happen when people grow in their relationship with the Lord.
And it's not just about the Holy Trinity family here, it's about the whole community, I believe.
We came here, and one of the things that struck us first certainly was the beauty of the church with the stained glass windows. And when we opened up the bulletin, there's a note on the inside, and one of the first things that you read is, you know, if you're new to the community worship, don't be afraid of doing it wrong. We were all new at this once, and I remember thinking that I think this is the right place for us.
This building, it was shaped 50 years ago. Right now, it needs some shaping up so that it can continue to serve and be about its ministry.
God didn't call on Holy Trinity 5 years ago or 2 years ago. God said, now's the time. I'm calling on the people at Holy Trinity now to do this.
I have learned that when you give, it comes back. So I hope that everyone will think about what they can do at their level and have faith that it will come out okay.
Restored to Serve is a big project, but with God's help, we can do this together. God is restoring us to serve. Yay!